Hey guys, it's Gary Wong from GaryWongRealty.com again, and here with Jordan Thomson from Citywide Mortgages. JordanThompson.ca is where you can find her. More contact information below. Today I'm just going to do part 2 of the Realtor / Mortgage Brokers Top 10 Pet Peeves. Last time we did part 1. Today we'll do part 2. So top 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So number 5 on the list is people who choose part-time realtors and mortgage brokers. For me, it's a little bit of a pet peeve. You know, I wouldn't trust a doctor who is a part-time doctor and also, you know, a part-time lawyer and part-time accountant and has all these other businesses. Do you find a lot of that, Jordan, in mortgage brokering? There's a lot of part-time mortgage brokers?
Well, there are definitely some mortgage brokers who do have other interests, but as is any kind of self-employed person, the more you put into it, you know, the more you get back. Yeah. Because the mortgage industry is so, it evolves so quickly and there's such a huge learning curve. Yeah. You really need to put the time into it. It's not something that you can I can do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah. If you need, you know, subjects removed on your house on a Tuesday, I need to be working on a Tuesday. Yeah. And quite frankly, you know, lenders don't work around your schedule. Clients don't work around like my schedule. I have to be available around their schedule. So you definitely need to put in full-time hours. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So like, that's number 5. I just found that like there are some part-time realtors and part-time mortgage brokers that are really good, but majority that I've seen, I haven't actually seen any. You know, like the majority that I've seen, you know, don't really do a good job. So that's just my personal opinion and what I've seen in the industry. So number 4 on the pet peeve list. Realtors who sell themselves by doing kickbacks. I know mortgage brokers try to buy down people's rates, and maybe you can share a little bit about mortgage brokers trying to buy down people's rates. And
yeah, sure, Gary. So that's a good point. Whereas realtors will give kickbacks, what a mortgage broker will do is buy down the rate to secure the client's business. But we don't ever give money to our clients. Yeah.
Except the unethical ones, right?
Except the unethical ones, who will take money from a client prior to a mortgage funding. Yeah. But that is highly illegal, and so you will get caught doing that. But we do not give our clients money because we just don't. But you know, you were saying selling themselves short. Yeah. Me buying down a rate for a client really does, you know, it sells my expertise and time and professionalism. It sells all that short.
Yes, I agree.
I work very hard, very diligently, very professionally for each and every one of my clients. Yeah. And, you know, as such, I deserve to be paid, you know, by the lender for doing so.
I agree. Like professionals these days, they should charge what they deserve. I mean, they put their time and effort in schooling and training, and it doesn't make sense to me. Like, let's say a doctor who goes through like 10 years of schooling and starts charging $10 an hour. It would make the public suspect of whether this doctor is really as good as they, you know, make out to be, right? So it's the same. And then like realtors, a lot of them, I know there's discount brokerages and full service brokerages, but a lot of realtors are just trying to advertise themselves as the cheapest realtor, as the cheapest. Oh, we'll give you the lowest rate or lowest price, and like what happens usually is price wars. Price wars is where, oh, you'll do it for $500, I'll do it for $400, I'll do it for $300, I'll do it later, and then at the end of the day, it's like lawyers who originally charged $300 end up charging $20 an hour, and then it's like it just ruins their reputation, it cheapens their professional their professional status. So like realtors who sell themselves by doing kickbacks, you're just making other realtors like kind of lowering our expertise, right?
It does definitely undermine the industry.
That's
somewhat.
right. That's right.
Yes.
Right. So that's how I feel. Number 3.
Did you have fun?
Number 3 on our pet peeve list: realtors who are realtors/mortgage brokers who are rude and unprofessional. I've met like a ton in our industry. You know, a lot of them like act all professional in front of my clients, and then when they're talking to me, they're like, you know, saying all this junk and all that stuff, and it's like, okay, but you know, being professionals, we can't badmouth other realtors, specific realtors, so we can't say that to our clients. We just say, oh, you know, they're being difficult or something like that, right? Have you met a lot of those in?
Well, I think, don't we all hate rude people?
Yeah.
Where I've seen it and what kind of, you know, bugs me is when a client will call a broker or a potential client and the broker appears to not have any time for them. Yeah. And just, you know, says, oh, well, you know, that's not good. You know, whatever, call somebody else. You know, I don't think that's a great way to be professional as well. And you can't, you know, badmouth your own industry, but I just think rude people. And,
that just doesn't work in any industry. So that's a really common one.
Actually, I have met some of those. You're right. My pet peeve is rude. Yeah. Realtors at open houses. Yeah. I know and I always I can't go in there and pose as a possible buyer. I must say I'm a mortgage broker. But I've definitely run into a few who kind of just, you know, well, I don't have time for you. And I don't like that. Yeah. And I never do that to my own clients because I actually do care about you. And it's a lot of money you're dealing with, right? I've got to know you and care about you.
For sure. I think in real estate and mortgage brokering, it's all about your reputation, right? If you develop a reputation that's rude and unprofessional, it's just, and when I mean unprofessional, it's just like breaking board rules, doing shady stuff. You know, that's just not cool, right? Okay, number 1. Number 2 on the pet peeve list: realtors are people who choose realtors or mortgage brokers just because they appear to be the top realtor/mortgage broker. So my comment on that is like, there's a lot of ways to be a successful realtor without doing it properly. There's a lot of shady ways to do it. You know, there's a lot of ways to overprice your listings and get as many as possible, get your name out there as fast as possible, and then make it seem like you're a big shot. You know, and you can mislead a lot of clients that way. But you know, it's and then like a lot of public think, oh, that so and so must be great because they're everywhere. Maybe, but maybe not. So, like, have you ever seen that in the mortgage industry?
Well, I have seen where brokers are doing a lot of volume, but they're also some of the ones that are buying down the rate. Yeah. So on the outside, it appears they're doing a lot of business. Yeah. And sure they are, but they're not getting compensated in their way. Yeah. But I think overall, you know, you see big brokerages, but not so much individual brokers. It's more, you know, the brokerage. Like in my case, Dominion Lending Center.
Yeah, I agree. Like in real estate and mortgage brokering, just because they're a top realtor, top mortgage broker, it's best to do your due diligence, interview them, talk to them, just because they have like, oh, I did like 300 deals last year or whatever.
Or a lot of signs. Yeah. See, you always see the signs and you assume, you know that...
It's not necessarily the guy or girl who has the most signs out there is the best person for you, right?
That's right.
So it's a bit misleading, right? Yeah. So, okay, so number 1 on our top 10 pet peeves for realtors and mortgage brokers are lazy or untrained professionals. So in this respect, what I've noticed in real estate is once you finish your real estate trading licensing, there's a lot of training that you still need to do. You just kind of stepped in the door and now you have to go through the hands-on training. And a lot of realtors choose brokerages that don't focus on training because they get paid more, the commission split is better or something like that. And it doesn't really, I don't really understand that. And then, but it doesn't really, they might think it works for them in the beginning, but later on, when, you know, people complain that they're not trained or they don't know a lot of things, you know, I understand it's not their fault, because it's just because they're not trained. Their brokers didn't train them properly, and they, you know, they just weren't trained. So, like I always tell people who want to be a realtor, go with a brokerage that focuses on training. And then there's just people who are trained but just are lazy, or they're lazy to get trained. So like maybe you can speak about that in the mortgage brokering side. Lazy, yeah, or people who are untrained.
Well, I think that they're all trained, but I love what you mentioned about keeping up with the training.
Yes.
And that absolutely, you know, go with a brokerage or whatever who continually does train,
yes,
you know, their brokers or realtors. Yeah, you know, I mean, if you're going to go with a lazy broker, what's going to happen is that they may not negotiate with the lender to your best, on your best.
Yes. Your best interest.
Your best interest, because it's easier not to.
Exactly.
You know, or really investigating what might be the best mortgage product. There are so many out there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's easy for me to just say, oh, okay, Gary.
Just pick this one.
Exactly. And then not actually educating the client as to why. Because then that's a disservice to the client at the end of the day as well. And I think that the training, so actually understanding the financial aspect of it, and then being, you know, gung-ho in advising your clientele, my clientele as well. I think they kind of go hand in hand. But yeah, I mean, again, nobody likes lazy or rude people.
Yeah, you just got to be proactive as a real estate broker, as a mortgage broker. Like there's an easy way of doing it, and then there's a hard way. But you know, no pain, no gain. So we gotta, you know, put in the work, get updated, get educated. There's a lot of information out there. So realtors and mortgage brokers they just need to be a little bit hardworking and get that information.
Yeah.
So you know, that's it for today's video. Once again, I'm really proud to you know, be partnered with Jordan Thomas. She's one of my recommended mortgage brokers. Thomson, sorry. And then you can find her on jordanthomson.ca. She's from Citywide Mortgages. It's Gary Wong from Gary Wong Realty. Jordan Thomson from Citywide Mortgages. Thanks for watching. Subscribe below, comment below. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.